as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Chris, just think of the Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And it's incomplete. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love early in a game like this when you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire his defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackle made after just a short game. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on... And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cortez. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the interesting matchups here today, Kirk. Each quarterback is going to have to account for an elite free safety on the other side.
Well, Chris, I think this is the game within the game, to be honest. These two free safeties are great at operating and just roaming in coverage. It's going to be interesting to see how these two move around in the chessboard of this game.
And it works. The first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he's got it. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Catch made on the right side. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
What's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy is 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at first and goal.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Second down and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on first down. Snags the quick throw. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this.
Powerful running into the secondary. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. First and goal here for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second inches.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Number 17 on the field.
And the field goal is good. And the field goal on the final play of the opening quarter. And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. That's caught. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Second down after that run in the previous play. And they'll run the jet sweep trying to get to the edge. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that previous play. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here. Beat that pass.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's caught.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He's got it near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Auburn. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. Perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
2nd down after the incompletion. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he released it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I'd love to see the fullback get an opportunity to score a touchdown, especially catching the ball out of the backfield. What a luxury for this offense to have that kind of athlete that can block most of the game and then catch the ball for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Play action here on first down. That pass is hauled in over the middle. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here on first and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. QB decides to keep it here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller Allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a big return off the INT. This was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical.
This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Auburn's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Going downfield for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here.
1st and 10.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce rolled again. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. looking for space to the left. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line. Second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same.
That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that...
And they got him for the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tifton is coming out on the goal line. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The sweet feet buy a little time.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
On the run, still looking. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it behind the line. It's Terrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. First down and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Finds his man, it's Porter. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners want to move quickly.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room, it's Terrell. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Just steamrolling the defense. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires to the big fella.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it and keep the drive alive.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Buying some time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Terrell.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The play action fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now on second down. The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Brooks. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Auburn lines up quickly. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for theirs. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Hit hard as he released the ball. Connection this time. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Well, they found some room on this opening drive, but now a chance for this defense to stand tall on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Running with power. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Paulo, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out! Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the single back. Sweet feet on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Gain of 12. Number 11 on to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that.
Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Not the most productive pass of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man in the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, and sometimes...
He's loose. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 7.
How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Going up top on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
The busted play. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Off he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Porter. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Off play action. Still looking on the move. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Second and very short here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes to grab on the right side. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On second down, he'll fire. With the catch, it's Porter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the
quarterback, feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Try to barge their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Auburn. And the pummeling has started.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know
just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more.
And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.